Okay, so I'm recording. So as you guys know, we're not just a company that sells fitness programs. We have nutritional supplements and then coaching is a huge aspect of that. So when I started Beachbody, I had zero idea actually I just didn't know anything about Beachbody to begin with. And I got into coaching because I saw my coach Deidre on Instagram post something about, are you interested in like helping inspire other women to get in shape? And I was, because I was kind of doing that already. I had just had my third baby, and I just wanted to kind of do a little bit more of that. So I was like, oh, well, coaching, that seems like something that I could do. And then that's kind of how I dove into all of it. And that's kind of where I learned more about it. So I didn't know the potential of this company from day one. I think it still blows my mind every day with successes that we see other coaches have. And I think we're very, very blessed to be part of a team who is part of a team who, we're downline from Melanie Mitro, who's the number one coach in the company. And, having her and her trainings and stuff all accessible to us, I think gives us a huge advantage, because there are a lot of people out there that don't know what you can do with being a coach, or don't really know how to go about being a coach. And I think we have the upper hand there a little bit. And I think that really helps us out. Because there's always some kind of a training or something available to us that we can use, that we can do, that we can incorporate into our team. So, so that being said, coaching is not just I think we've all kind of made it our own. For me, it's more of a full-time thing for me, and it's allowed me to do a lot more by being at home and using this as a supplementary income. Supplementary, is that a word? Supplemental income to, for me to continue to stay home with my kids. And that's been a huge blessing to me. I know for you, Michaela, you work full time, and this has been, and you didn't start coaching right out of the gate. You started with a challenge group and had really great results and had a lot of people interested. And it's kind of brought you full circle into where now you're doing your own thing. And you've really, just since this December, you really just owned it. And now you have a diamond team under you, and it's been really amazing to watch you take a fitness journey and turn it into a business and still do all of the other things that you're doing. And I think it's just so broad of an opportunity, I guess, that's something that I think we should address with more of our potential clients and put out there more, because there are so many people that don't know about the opportunity and don't know that it's something that could potentially change their life, not only with, fitness, but financially and stuff too. So, does anybody have any questions so far? Or anything you want to address while I'm rambling? But so as far as getting started right, I think, we always talk about getting into a Coach Basics group right away. So we are going to have a Coach Basics group running starting next Monday, the 6th. So that will be more of an in-depth training. But I love doing a Coach Basics group because it really gives us the chance to give more information to our newer coaches. But at the same time, I feel like it can be very hard to interpret if you don't know the basics, I guess. So, we try to take you through the basics of what being a coach is all about. But these weekly calls, and staying engaged on the team page and just kind of following the four vital behaviors, just the 4 basic steps, and just trying to work through those on a daily basis are really going to help you continue to grow and continue to learn more about this business and continue to see more successes come your way. So I just want to touch on the 4 vital behaviors again. We say invite, but I think for all of us, those of us that have been coaching for a while, inviting is one thing, and communicating your experiences and sharing how you can help someone and offering someone, your, not really your services, but offering someone the chance to, be held accountable, because a lot of people that start a fitness journey aren't held accountable because they do it on their own. And, they go to the gym, or they, start a fitness program at home, and nobody's there coaching them and helping them along the way. So, as far as inviting, I don't think it's like writing out an invitation and sending it in the mail like you would to a birthday party. It's more like, oh my gosh, I love doing this. I know that you love to work out. How about coaching? Or, I know that you've mentioned in the past struggling with your nutrition. Well, that's something I would love to help you with, little things like that. And then just even, we've talked about reconnect, just reconnecting with people that, you haven't talked to in a while, and when I first started, I was, okay, reconnect. And right out of the gate, I would just spew everything about Beachbody onto them, even if I haven't talked to them since high school. And that just I didn't see messages, people weren't responding to my messages. And I was like, well, gosh, this is so awesome. Why isn't anybody taking advantage of, the fact that I can help them on their fitness journey? Because I wasn't doing it the right way. So that whole reconnecting, that whole starting a conversation, that whole giving someone the opportunity to just share what works or what doesn't for them, and just listening to them and listening to their story, and then, pausing and then kind of dissecting that information and being like, okay, this is what you're struggling with. This is how I can help you from here. So, drawing people to your page, starting conversations. And then when people come to your page, if you've sent a friend request to somebody that you may have known from high school, or you may have mutual friends or something, what are they going to see from you? I usually say, look at your last 5 posts, and what are they going to see from you? Is it going to be strictly only Beachbody posts, salesy type stuff? Or is it going to be, a fit mom on a fitness journey who is eating healthy, or, loves to share stuff about your family or things that you love to do? Something that, that's engaging to other people that they want to see. I think what I love about our team so much is I don't think any of us are negative in any way. I don't see anybody on our team posting, negative things. And there's so much negativity on Facebook, especially with election season coming this year, and oh, Lord knows what. But, you see so much of that stuff. And I saw somebody post something earlier about how she had not deleted, but you can go in and filter who you see and who you don't on Facebook. And she had filtered out people that only post negative stuff. And so then you only see positive people. So I feel like, that's kind of something. If somebody's seeing negative things all the time, then they're not going to want to see any more of that. There's enough negativity in the world. And I think that those of us as coaches, not just on our team, but I think that's something that Beachbody really encompasses is happiness, health, unity, things like that. So, and there was something else I wanted to say about that. I lost my train. Does anybody else have anything you want to add? No. So I want to dive in just a little bit to the business side of things. So this is something for all of us too, that whenever we do, so, you start from day one, you start as a coach, you start sharing a little bit of your journey with people, and it doesn't have to be, I need sleep, guys. It doesn't have to be, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. But, you start sharing, you start reconnecting with people, and so you have people interested. So what does that mean? Well, we have a lot of tools on the website. So these are things that, that we need to be sharing with our new coaches, and that so that way we continue to set our new coaches up and our new coaches up, and continue to be able to provide success for our downline. So, we do have our new coach welcome email that anybody that signs up, and I strongly recommend this because I've had a few people now that I've sent a welcome email to, and on there we have that little block that says, pick your path, and it's like discount coach where you strictly get the discount, hobby coach where you work the business kind of here and there and share a little bit, and then there's like full-time, not necessarily full-time, but like active coach where you're actively working the business and you're trying to grow an income and trying to grow a team and things like that. And just a few little things about each one that I think that's something that we need to make sure that everybody gets, because of the fact that there may be somebody that you sign up as a discount coach that wants to do a little bit more and didn't really realize the potential. So it's good to give them that opportunity right out of the gate, sending that welcome email, and then just kind of saying, don't feel obligated to coach by any means. However, I do send this to all of my newbies because it's a really great way for you to learn a little bit more about what we do. And there's some tools in here as well that can kind of help you with setting up your account, some important phone numbers, things like that you're going to need, how to change your Shakeology and stuff like that. So that's key as far as having a new discount coach sign up. Then we do have our new coach welcome packet. So there's a little bit more, there's a little bit bigger of a chunk of information in there. Same thing, lots of valuable information. Can be overwhelming to somebody new in this business. However, whenever you do sign up as a new coach, sign up, or you have a new coach sign up, getting on a call with your upline is going to be key. Getting your new coaches on a call, getting started right call, not just this like a Zoom call, but getting on the phone and knocking out some questions. Why did you want to start doing this? What is your goal, for your first month in this business? What is your goal for your first 6 months? What are the biggest roadblocks you have that, that we can address right now that I can help you with? Is, if it's time management, if it's like for me, who I was in nursing school full time with 3 kids and a husband who travels, time management was like, I'm still trying to work on that. But there's little things that we all struggle with, and sharing those struggles with your upline, sharing how you can help your downline, and just giving everyone the opportunity kind of to succeed, and giving them the chance at the beginning to ask questions, and then to start recognizing their goals, and then continue to help them meet their goals. Because our goals are going to change along the way. They're going to change weekly. They're going to change monthly, depending on this business. But staying in constant communication with your upline coach and in our team page and things like that is really going to help as well. And then, so new coach welcome packet is something that we can also send to our newer coaches as well, our newer discount coaches too, just so I usually send them the welcome email. And then if there's a chance, or if they had mentioned something about, I might want to do that down the road, I go ahead and send that welcome packet to them too. So that way they can print it out because if, you know, you never know, if somebody has a sister that wants to sign up right away, then they kind of have the opportunity to look through that information and kind of tackle it themselves too.
Do you have those welcome emails tagged on our Destination Fit page under files? I know you've emailed them out, and I think I have mine saved, but for any new coaches, do you know if you have that template?
I think I do. Let me take a look. I think they are in the files section. So I have the daily activity tracker, scripts for potential challengers. There's a little bit of compensation plan. There is a welcome email, but I will upload all of those new ones on there tonight. So that way you guys have access to them on the page too.
Okay. And do you usually email those to people, or do you send them through Facebook if that's how you've communicated with them?
I email, because when they sign up, we get their email, but I just send the new coach welcome email right away. And then I'll send them a Facebook message like, hey, just to let you know, I sent you a new coach email. There's some great information there on how to, you know, change your Shakeology and stuff like that, should you need it. And then I really recommend adding people to our team page too, just so they can see, you know, our activity in there, and they can see a little bit what it is that we do and just kind of how we share and stuff like that too. So as far as trainings go, I want to touch on trainings for a second. We do a new coach basics group either through, we've only done a couple through our team. We usually piggyback Deidre's team. Kara, if you're not familiar, so Deidre is my upline coach, and her coach is Melanie Mitro, who we were just talking about. She's the top coach in the company. So Deidre has a pretty big team. Forever Fit. I'm not sure if Stacia, did you add her to Forever Fit yet?
I did, and it was waiting approval. I don't know if Deidre accepted it or not, but I did post a picture of Kara on there. So okay,
perfect. So Forever Fit we do the calls for Forever Fit on Thursday nights at 7:30 Central Time. So those are a little bit more difficult to get on, but she does record those every week, and I do try to post the link in Destination Fit. If not, she posts the recording in Forever Fit too. But those are very helpful for newer coaches too. Just she does a little intro in the beginning, a little information, and she usually, if she's not speaking, then there's usually a guest speaker on, which is really a great, it's just a really good team unity call. Usually there's about 20 to 30 coaches on those calls on Thursday nights. So it's just nice to see other people's faces and hear some variety instead of like myself talking all the time. Which I actually wanted to propose to you guys. One of my friends who's a coach she does her calls on Monday nights too. So we're actually thinking of combining our call maybe next Monday night. So that way we just kind of get some different faces and stuff like that. If that would be fine with you guys, kind of combine. So as far as trainings go, whenever you sign up, there are trainings available in the online office, which are great. They are about 3 to 4 hours. So I do recommend that to new coaches, to try to get through the trainings first before you start a Coach Basics group, just so you get a little bit more familiar with kind of the basic picture of what Beachbody is and just a little bit about the process of becoming a coach. The trainings are very generic. A lot of like Beachbody videos and stuff like that, and there are some really great forms in there too. They can be a little boring, but they, like I said, they do give you kind of a basic rundown on some simple things that can kind of get you started and get you in the right mindset of coaching and things like that. No, not being a coach isn't training all the time. But I will say the more engaged you are in active training, always be learning. For me, I feel like if I'm not in a training group, then I'm not doing as well. I need constant brain stimulation, and I need other people that are doing similar things to be able to relate to and communicate with, bounce ideas off of, things like that. So, we put trainings out there because, it's not to bore people, because I feel like sometimes the trainings can be a little like redundant, but it's because, there's just always a great opportunity to learn more. And chances are you're going to learn a different way to do something from somebody else in the training group. Or, you're going to connect with another coach who has been having similar struggles or similar victories. And it's really nice to find somebody else that you can share those with and kind of work together and team up and things like that too. So definitely with new trainings and are you talking to me? So, okay, anyway, moving on. Success Club is a big thing of what we do, a big part of what we do. I did want to talk a little bit about Success Club because I know that's a goal for all of us every month, is to hit Success Club. And Success Club can be something that really propels your business every month. And I found that the more months that I continuously hit Success Club, the more I see my business move forward. So Success Club, 2 points for every new coach or customer you sign up with a challenge pack. 1 point for every new coach or customer you sign up with a home direct order that totals 90 PV or more. So they don't just have to be on Shakeology Home Direct. They can, if it's somebody that signs up with the performance line and it totals 90 PV or more, then you do get a Success Club point for that. So I know last month they did Shakeology aprons for hitting Success Club 5, which were super cute. And I love that they do prizes every month for people that hit Success Club. So I know this month we have all been pushing really hard for Success Club, and we still have tonight and tomorrow. But it's been, this month has been a rough month for a lot of people in this business, and no reason to be discouraged. I am not discouraged, but it's just some months things come a lot easier, and some months they don't. Some months you really have to work for it. And this is a business. I mean, you sign up as a coach to help and inspire other people, but this is also a business. And this is a business that you can grow as much or as little as you want it to, depending on the effort that you put in. So I always say non-negotiable, Success Club every month. Right out of the gate, Success Club. If you're pushing to grow this business, then, Success Club 5 should be a bare minimum for you. If you're pushing to grow a team, if you're pushing for income, then you should be shooting for Success Club 10. When I started 2016, my 2015 goals were always Success Club 5. As long as I hit Success Club 5, as long as, and my business kind of was stagnant for all of 2015, and I didn't push very hard. And this year, the more that I push for Success Club 10 and the harder I work, the more I see the rewards of that hard work paying off. So it's totally true that you get out what you put in. So with Success Club being kind of a basic benchmark for this business, I think, it's definitely something that we have to consider, and we have to push for, and we have to work towards. And, we talk about a challenge pack to people, and, I know that we hear a lot of objections about, oh, well, I might already be using whatever, that when I started, I was the same way. I'm already using a protein shake. I don't need to use Shakeology. And it's something that, we educate people about, we teach them about nutrition as a huge part of what we do, and teaching them about the importance of incorporating a daily nutritional you can call it a supplement, you can call it a meal replacement, but incorporating Shakeology into their day every day so it can help them with those cravings, those meals that they struggle to make, eating fast food, eating out all the time, and not worrying about putting crap in their body. And, if giving up Starbucks, things like that, like little things. And when it comes down to it, Beachbody offers that 30-day money-back guarantee. So at the end of 30 days, if they're truly not satisfied with their Shakeology, then they can send the empty bag back. So that's just something too that, when we get objections from people, chances are it's because they're not willing to make the change or they're not willing to consider another alternative. But education is key. I actually have been speaking with a girl this weekend who uses products from another company that are loaded with artificial flavors and artificial ingredients. And she went to my page to look at Shakeology and check out the flavors. And she messaged me back and she's like, whoa, it's so expensive. And I said, well, let me tell you a little bit. So I broke down the cost and I told her a little bit about how, everything's all natural. There's no artificial sweeteners, artificial ingredients. And she's like, oh yeah, the stuff I use is just crap. Like it's loaded with artificial sweeteners. And she's like, but it's cheap. And I'm like, and you get what you pay for, I'm not going to lie. Like you're not satisfied with what you're using and you clearly know that it's cheap. So you get what you pay for. But that's another Zoom call on nutrition and Shakeology and stuff like that. What questions do you guys have? What do you guys want to chat about?
I don't have a question, but I just want to let you know that I probably have to go off the call in a little bit, so I'll just check out the recording when I do.
Okay.
I was the only thing that I made a note of when you were talking and whatever was basically you will get out of it what you put into it, just like with your nutrition and fitness and the challenge groups. Like when you started out as just a challenger, you're only going to get out of life or group or coaching what you put into it. And I think Ashley and I were just talking one night last week, pretty late, was that when we actually were doing the 100 go for no's and really tracking what we were doing and following up was some of the biggest months that we had, and we really put a lot into it. And for me personally, I find that I haven't put as much into this month. I'm constantly distracting and making excuses, and I am not as successful. I'm only at 4. So it's so true. If you really want this, then you're going to have to put the time and effort into it. So
I know, Stacia, how many invites did you do today?
It's sad. I did 30 and I maybe had 3 conversations and then they fell off. So it's a little sad. I was even talking to my brother. He's younger. He's only 15, but he's what you would consider clinically obese. And they, my dad and them, they know I've been doing this for a long time. And so, am I frozen?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. And so I have P90. That's what I started with. It's too easy for me right now. And I don't know, it just kind of lost my interest. But so I even tried to bribe my little brother that if he would have my dad sign him up for Shakeology, then I would just give him the program. And I didn't even get a response from my own brother. So I'm kind of feeling kind of discouraged. So I don't know. But I have tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll see what I pull out. I don't know.
But 30 invites in one day is super impressive.
That was impressive.
It took forever because I don't know. Instead of copying and pasting and making it really quick, I did it individualized because a lot of them were follow-ups. So I went through and read our old conversation and, told them again about their goals and telling them that, I had another one coming up and seeing if they were interested and if they had any questions. And so everyone was hand typed. So when I was done with the 30, my hands were cramping. But I don't know. I haven't gotten anywhere yet. So
yeah, but you have to remember too that today was a holiday and a lot of people were out drinking. So when they come back to their computer and they're feeling really I just ate horrible all weekend, tomorrow might be a great day for them to get your message. You might be surprised.
Maybe. I'm hoping. I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm going to try really hard tomorrow too. Like crazy, but I'm going to try to at least do 40, maybe 50 tomorrow. I don't know. Try to like pull out all stops, go crazy. I don't know. We'll see.
Awesome.
But I agree. Like the go for no, I need to send that to Kara, because I was kind of like just tracking who I was messaging through my messenger on Facebook, and you miss people that you think you talked to and you didn't, or you never followed up with. And so I need to print off the go for no, because I know when I first started, like January and February, I pushed way harder. I made it an effort. Like every single day, I did not skimp on anything. I went all out. And then here lately, I guess, because I'm being more comfortable, I've gotten lazy. So it's my fault, but it's a little sad.
Can someone send me a go for no thing? Because I don't know. I've never seen one, and I don't actually know what.
I will upload that into the team page tonight too.
Thank you.
It's basically just a grid with 100 boxes on it. And anybody that you make contact with, you write their names on. And that, like, you're supposed to basically fill up that box of 100 every month.
Because I don't know, what is it? Like the ratio of people that you talk to, like new conversations per people that sign up is like 10 to 1. So theoretically, like if you speak to 10 people about the opportunity, like one out of 10, is likely to sign up. So that's why we do 100, because it betters your odds. And then it just really helps you get comfortable with having those conversations and continuing to communicate with people. And my go for no sheets are, sometimes people carry over, because sometimes, I'll talk to them 1 month and then the next month they'll message me and say, hey, tell me a little bit more about this program, or, but it's planting those seeds initially, and it's sharing a little bit about what you can do for somebody and offer them, because sometimes, you may not hear back from them. And then 6 months later, you'll get a message from them and they'll be like, okay, I'm ready. Thanks for, because they'll follow you and they'll continue to watch you and they'll continue to watch your journey, and that consistency. And that's why we talk about sharing so much of your journey, because the more that you share that out loud, the more that you talk about how much you love, what you're doing, how, your eating habits have changed, or how you didn't used to wake up at 5 to work out and now you do, and it's really not that hard to do anymore. It still is for me, but I know that there's those of you that get up at 5 and just rock out your workouts, and little things like that, those small victories, those small income victories as a coach, sharing those little things that somebody, who may slightly have been interested to begin with, but they were a little scared to ask, or, didn't really know how to go about contacting you. And then they see a message or see an image. Okay, Erin, no worries, girl. Have a good night. Or they see something from you that, is very inviting, that you posted, or, finally they're just like, what, this girl is rocking it, and I better get on this train before it pulls out of the station, because holy cow, like there's no better opportunity for me to do this than now. So, so that's why we always talk about consistency with our posts and with our, messaging people, inviting, and things like that. So that go for no sheet, I don't always fill it up every month. I feel really, really great when I do, but it's not every month. But sometimes those people carry over, and they carry over, as like Susie Smith, not interested, said message her back next month. So I'll put a little note on there. And then the next month I'll go back and I'll look at, okay, who are my follow-ups that I need to follow up with this next month that we're going to be interested this month. So that way we're always funneling people into, even if they said no, like usually I do not rule them out until they are like, no, like don't message me ever, because there are some people out there that are like that, but there are so many people too that are, they may say no, and that just means not right now. So, so I don't usually rule anybody out.
Well, and then if you don't follow up with them, if you don't follow up with them a lot of times, then somebody else will ask them, they're like, oh, okay, I'm ready now. And they'll sign up with somebody else. And then it's a bummer because if you followed up with them, they might have signed up then. So,
and
or it's a big bummer if they're like, no, not yet. And then all of a sudden you realize they signed up with It Works. That's the biggest bummer. A really good friend of mine did that. I'm like, yeah.
And it's all the follow-up, I think, is where I just read a statistic on that. Like 90% of the sale happens in the 5th or 6th follow-up or something like that. So it's, you may be going back and forth with somebody in a message, and then it doesn't, their commitment doesn't come until, until that 5th or 6th time. So, Kara, what questions do you have?
5 months since Stacia has been going back and forth with me, and just constant, just how's it going? I see you're doing this. How's it going? And me going, oh, I'll wait. I've got Turbo Fire. I've got Insanity. Let me be. Okay. And then a month later, she took me, and I'm thinking, I have this still, and I haven't made any massive improvements. Like, I'm still doing it, but there wasn't like a serious amount of commitment. And then when she messaged me again, I'm like, okay, it's been 2 months. And from that first message, and I really don't have a lot to show for it in that time frame. Again, and then it'd been 3 months, and then it was, okay, I haven't gone anywhere really substantial in 3 months. So I need to change something. Something has to change. So going back and seeing that constant for me was kind of my wake-up call of I needed accountability more than I thought I did.
Well, and then too, like the coaching opportunity, that was my biggest struggle, was inviting coaches. And, and I've been talking to Kara since January about challenge groups, but then I saw she started posting stuff that was inspirational. And I'm like, if I wasn't already a coach, like that would make me be like, oh, I wish I had you to tell me every day to work out. And so I just, sent that message. And I think that's a great thing you need to remember to invite people to the coaching opportunity, because then she's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And I wouldn't have known that if I didn't ask her. So.
Which for my husband too is funny, because he's always like, don't just spend your money on something. And as soon as I said, hey, what about this blah, 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 blah income? And he goes, oh, you have to spend money to make money. But the last year I've been saying, I want a new program. And he's going, no, you have to, no, get it, no. And then as soon as I said, can I coach? He went, okay. So for him, it was a different mind. I mean, it was an immediate, sure, whatever.
That's awesome.
So it changed his mindset as well as mine.
Well, you're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
I agree. Yeah, you are. Yay. I think the coaching thing too is something that, we hesitate with because it's kind of a new and scary thing for all of us, when we first start. But at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, I'm not in the best shape of my life, and I don't have to be a coach. So, that shouldn't deter me. Or, I'm not 100%, like, I'm not a dietitian. But that still shouldn't deter me, because there are tons of people that aren't dietitians that still eat healthy and can help other people learn how to eat healthy. There are tons of people who aren't bodybuilders that work out and can still help other people get started on a fitness program. And I feel like that's something too that, if it's a mom or if it's a woman or even a man, who is, just kind of wants something more or loves helping other people, that's a perfect person. Or even somebody that's, that's posting about how they are looking for a second job or additional income or would love to travel more, things like that. Like, those are all things that coaching can provide for other people, in addition to like a really awesome feel good vibe. So I did want to talk a little bit about social media. However, we do have that social media training packet that I'm going to post that in the team page too. And I wanted to tell you guys that tomorrow night, Melanie Mitro is doing a social media not a social media. She's doing a call tomorrow night it's 9 Eastern time. If you're not able to make it on, that's fine. I can share the recording in our team page. But it's going to be kind of a more in-depth getting started right, coming from the dream team type call. She's really, really great at those things. So I'm definitely I don't want to dive into too much more because I want to share that too, because I think that she, being top coach, it's kind of hard to compete with what she has to say about getting started right. But I do wanted to invite you guys to join on that tomorrow night, and I will post the link in our page, but I'm also going to share the recording as well. And as far as the social media, if you guys haven't seen Kara's page yet, like you just started a like page last week, didn't you, Kara?
I did. Not even last week. It was like Saturday, Friday. Yeah, I mean, it was barely even a few days.
Yeah, but that's awesome because you're already like putting yourself out there and doing a like page, and that's great. I'm going to do a like page training this summer for anybody who wants a little bit more info on how to grow a like page. I'm still learning how to grow mine, but there's a whole different aspect with Facebook ads and things like that and marketing that I didn't even know about. So that's just something that I want to share with you guys a little bit, which we'll do later this summer. But you did a post. You've done a few really great posts this past week, Kara, that I've seen that I just wanted to shout you out because I think they're really great. And I think you're just for being a brand new coach, you're already doing the steps that you need to be doing. You sold a challenge pack this last week too, didn't you? Weekend?
I did, and I have one that when I get off this, I have to walk her through buying that one.
That's awesome.
And is she going to sign up to be a coach?
My first girl is, because actually it was Ashley who said, oh, by the way, don't forget to mention the coach discount. And I went, oh my gosh, she just went to my page and ordered all on her own. So I didn't get a chance. And when I mentioned it, she went, you know what? I think I'd actually like to coach too. Okay. Like it was totally out of left field. It was nothing expected. And I'm okay, we'll do that too. So the second one doesn't, I think she'll just do the discount for now. But I never say never anymore.
But that's 2 coaches and that'll make you emerald. So that, with those packets that Ashley sent you, does that explain like how to situate people on each leg for your downline?
Oh, I had really put most of my focus on what I needed to know to talk to people, so I don't sound like a moron. And like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, by the way, buy Tupperware. I don't know what it does. For me, there's a lot out there, between Pampered Chef and, I mean, just the list goes on. I didn't want it to look like I'm trying to just sell you a product. I want you to buy my stuff so I can make money. And so my focus had really been on how to reach people right now. As far as the business part is, that's going to come in probably the next couple of days for me on understanding how that works. So the short version of that is no, I don't know yet.
So with because I know that they have like automatic setup, don't they, for which coach goes on which leg? Will it automatically alter, or does she have to do that?
So you will want to go in and double check your coach placement. So I think automatically it places your whatever leg it places on, you'll want to switch it to your other leg. So you will want to go into your coach online office and click on the My Business tab, and it says, then you'll scroll down to My Preferred Placement. And basically you can set it to automatic, and Beachbody will just automatically place coaches on your leg, your weak leg, and then they should automatically move the next coach to your weak leg. However, I like to set mine, especially when it comes to rank, and knowing, where coaches go on your rank and trying to stay balanced. I like to set mine to make sure that I know where they're going and that Beachbody doesn't just automatically place them there for me. So for you, Kara, since you're new, you'll want to make sure that you have one coach on one leg, on your left per se, and then your next one you'll place them onto your right. So that way, as an Emerald coach, you'll have one coach on each leg. And they will, in order to maintain your rank, your coaches need to stay active, which means they just basically have to have 50 volume points each month. Shakeology is 90. So if you have people on Shakeology Home Direct every month, then that keeps them active.
Okay.
And you have, once they are set on a leg, I think you have 3 days to switch them to a different leg, I think. Is it 3 days?
You do. And there is a form in at the very bottom in your online office, like you'll scroll to the very, very bottom. There is a, like it says contact us, and then there's FAQs, and the FAQs, you can always click on FAQs and type in whatever it is that you need help with, and it should pop up. Or you can click on the contact us, and you can do a live chat, and they'll put you with a representative that will you can ask them questions, and they'll answer your questions and things like that too. I really like the live chat feature because it's a lot easier. It's usually pretty quick as opposed to calling customer service or coach relations. But if you, like, I think Kara, you had, your friend was going to sign up as a coach. In order to do a live chat, that wouldn't work. Like, she would have to be the one that called to sign up as a coach. Usually if it's an issue with a coach or a customer underneath you, then they're going to be the one that needs to call, because Beachbody has to verify their information and things like that. So that's why I had you have her call, since they would have to verify her info. So I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Does anybody else have any questions or anything you wanted to talk about?
Are you starting that 21-day fix group today?
Yeah, so I started a 21-day fix group via the app, and I sent some emails out, but I think I'm just going to add a Facebook group, and I think I'm just going to post in both, because the people that I had invited and I've messaged, they haven't joined the app, so I'm just going to do it on Facebook, and then I'm just going to tell them, listen, like, I sent you a link to the app, jump over to the app, and you can log your pictures and workouts and stuff like that too. So do you have people that...
Well, I have people, I know we were kind of doing like, let's just get a group going and we won't really like meal plan and this and that, but I actually have some people that I need to put in. So I may end up doing I've got like 5 or 6. It's not a lot, but I may just do my own, because my group just wrapped. So I needed a place to put some girls who wanted to continue challenge. And then I started an exclusive alumni accountability group. I'm going to try kind of that graduation thing. And I sent messages to everyone to find out if they wanted to, like, where they wanted to go. They could go to the alumni group, they could go 21 Day Fix, or they could go into the mom group, but we are on day 15. So everyone kind of told me what they wanted to do. So I actually have some people, and I think I might just end up doing my own 3-week 21 Day Fix, because I don't want to try to do the app.
Well,
I haven't had success.
If you want, so I can start the Facebook group and add you, and then you can add your people, and I can just post in there, for anybody that wants to use the app, let me know.
How many people do you have?
I have 4 total.
4. Does anyone else have any? Stacia's gone now.
I have one.
You have one.
How does that work if she has, like, she'll sign up tonight? How does that work if it'll take her several days to get her package?
If she's doing the challenge pack, then she'll get the 30-day on demand, so she can start her workouts. Usually it's within 24 hours that the on demand pops up. So she'll be able to access her workouts. And then, is she doing 21 Day Fix?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to add her to the 21 Day Fix group that we're starting today? Or we're also going to do that.
The summer one coming up next week too. I don't overwhelm her because I know she's really busy.
Okay. So I think we're going to do Summer Sweat is what I'm calling it. That's going to start on June 6th. So if you want to... Okay.
I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Bye. Okay. So Summer Sweat I'm going to have starting on June 6th. And that's going to be like a program in Shakeology. And so if you want to just wait to add her to that one, it's totally up to you. we can add her to that. Are you going to start a group with us too? Like, are you going to start this summer sweat group with us?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe,
because that's the one Stacia had talked about starting up, right?
yeah.
They went, okay.
So we'll do that one. We'll have you join with us, and then you can just kind of participate as a coach and a challenge. I mean, whatever, we can work out a schedule for posting. We've done that in some of our groups in the past. And I think, did she add you to the Strong Mom group?
Yes. I just haven't so jam-packed with these people asking me questions. I haven't even, I'm lucky if I get to sit with my kids right now. It's been
well, definitely, like, I know we talked a little bit about time management. That's definitely been a big thing. And take, if you can schedule like some office hours for yourself to strictly do this, that kind of tripped me up at the beginning, because I was like very inundated with like messages and felt like I really needed to catch up to everybody right away. And I was like, you know what, like, people are going to understand that I have a life too. And I set office hours, like an hour in the morning. I tried to do an hour like during nap time for the kids and stuff. And then I try to catch up most in the evening after my kids go to bed. So that's kind of been a thing that has helped me, because I was on my phone a ton and just kind of all over the place at the very beginning. And now that I'm not in school anymore, I notice that I spend a lot more time with stuff, but trying to set those specific office hours has really been a big help, because, then it kind of just gives you a break, so that way you don't feel like and yeah, at the beginning, it's a lot of work, and it's, you're getting a business off the ground and there's a lot of information. But it's to try to avoid burnout. And for me too, I got a little bit burned out because I was doing so much all the time and expected to see, immediate success. And it's, it's a business. It takes a little time to grow, but yeah, I mean, and we're all here. Our team is all here to support you with whatever you need to. So if there's something that you're not really sure about, you don't always have to like go try to find it yourself. Just ask us. And because chances are we've probably been there. We probably have a better or a quicker way to find an answer or something to help you out.
That was Stacia. Her phone died.
Oh.
Awesome.
So we'll plan on, I guess we'll do the summer sweat group. I saw her message. You can add her to the summer sweat group. And then the same one this weekend that signed up, do you want to put her in the summer sweat group as well?
Yes, because she's doing 22-minute hard.